Well, hello there. We're gonna try this again. Uh, I tried to go live about 7 minutes ago, but I don't know what happened. I just went straight YouTube live and said screw it. But you know, something was up with my microphone. Let me see if I can get this a little bit closer so I'm not. Puppy dog sound asleep. At least one of them. Other one decided to stay outside. What's up with my focus? All right, let's back out. Oh, heck. Here we go. Let's start this off. There we go. Hey, there I am. Yep. $1.25 tree production studio here, buddy. All right. So, in case you can't read, this is Jordan Page, South Coast Canes. Looking at the title, it's Tuesday. Let's talk. So, I was sitting here today, last day of vacation before I go back to work tomorrow. And I was thinking, do I want to race? Do I want to build my city? What's up, Bryce? Or do I want to get on here and run my mouth? And y'all know how much I like to run my mouth. And it's Tuesday. So what the hell? Uh, the last time I was here, that was Saturday night. Actually, it started at late Saturday evening, but yeah, I broke our personal record for live stream. The previous record was like 4.5 hours. Saturday night ended up going 7.25 hours or 7.5. Anyway, and it was no big deal because I had decided to do the live coverage of the F1 shootout. Phil got all the big timers in here. And then I just carried on into the game, and then we decided to do our own little hangout. Oh, we're gonna get to it. I promise you. You know, we did our hangout, and it was so cool. It was so cool, man. Uh Again, big thank you to everybody who hung out. Uh Got to meet a new, I want to say new victim, but a new friend, a new channel watcher. I don't know what the technical YouTube cool kid term is, but we had a new friend show up. That was Alpaca Lips. Uh Great guy, great guy. He had fun. Of course, Phil checked in every now and then. Phil was my technical supervisor. Uh oh, yeah. I'm gonna get to it, Bryce. I got it, dude, and I thank you for it. But big thanks to Phil. You the man, Phil. I appreciate you helping me out. It's just what happened was we had even Workforce Freebie. He showed up for the post game. Got to hear Workforce Freebie. I mean, it's so cool. You know, it's so cool to see and hear and talk crap, my man. You know, it's just so cool to see faces and fellowship like this. Cause, you know, I've said it before. This is why I do it. You know, anybody can talk shit on a social media, Discord, Facebook, Twitter, X, anybody, but I want you to see me. So when I talk shit, you see me. Nah, it's all good. But yeah, it was a fun time. Bryce, I'm still envious that you were able to go to the game. But hey, I don't blame you. But yeah, fun time. Thanks to everybody that was there. Like I said, I know Phil was there, Crip was there. You know, we got to meet Alpaca Lips, and we got to hear from Workforce, you know. So man, it was fun. That was cool. Oh, so yeah, Bryce, I saw that video. I did the best I could with my phone holding it up because when you got it, I believe I like, oh hey, I got a video. I was trying to show him, and it's like something to the effect that you said, Bryce, you said, look who I found. And then it was Coop. Hey, look who I found. And it was Melissa. That was so cool. That was cool. Appreciate that. I appreciate them saying hello. Yeah, and Crip was enjoying himself. And that's what it's all about. Everybody was having fun. Everybody was at different times of the game. you know, at one, I think for a few moments there, we were actually at the same time on the game for because everybody had their own stream going, and then all of a sudden, some of us would get like behind, and it was crazy. It was hilarious, but it was fun. Oh my gosh, that was fun. Oh, okay. So, uh, well, Phil, here's the thing. Uh, Due to my work schedule, I probably won't be doing much until the Florida State weekend when I go on vacation because I'll be let's see, this coming weekend I'll be on nights, and then next weekend I'll be I'll be on nights next weekend too, but that's beside the point. So no, I will not. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do anything. Oh, I may do a Thursday night, might do a Thursday night live thing for Virginia. And then next week after next for North Carolina State. Uh it is North Carolina State. Hang on. I'm not a real fan, so I have to pull the schedule out. Yeah, North Carolina State. If I was a real fan, I'd have it memorized. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So stay alert, stay tuned. But for Florida State, oh, it's on, dude. I'm telling you right now. No, there won't be any pregame, unfortunately. Uh there won't be any postgame. Y'all will have to be on your own, you know. You'll be all right. But for Florida State, yep. Thank you, Bryce. For Florida State, definitely be a pregame, and there will definitely be a postgame. I will not do anything during the game because, like I said the other night during the Clemson game, I got to have my time. In other words, it's not that I don't want to hang out with you fine folks. It's just, it's I got to, this Miami Florida State it's almost like a holiday for me. It's like Christmas, Easter, and Thanksgiving wrapped up in one with a little touch of New Year's. But yeah, I know Boston. I should be good for Boston College because that's going to be the Miami Mayhem Day. You got Miami and Boston College, and then the Dolphins play the forget who they play that Friday. Oh well, either way. So yeah, the let me see. I told Bryce. Yeah, the Clemson game. So my final thoughts on the Clemson game was, you know, it was a lot. Ah, the play calling, we talked about it throughout. I mean, I was hoping we would have hit 15 screen passes. I was hoping we'd hit 15. The play calling was pretty crazy for about the first 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter come around, and it's like, okay, who's calling the plays now? It was like a whole different game plan. But overall, considering I was uh Yeah, I saw your video, Bryce. I did see your video. Uh, I thought it was excellent as always. And those of you, I'm assuming that we still have Crip and Phil Swag Romano with us. Y'all check out Bryce's Shay, man. He's really good. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. Uh, but I thought overall, hey man, win's a win. Yeah, I mean, we can get into the referees and all this and that. Besides, I think the refs that were doing the Miami Clemson game went up to Philadelphia and did the Dolphins Eagles game, but that's beside the point. Uh so before I get into it, so how was see that's my man Phil. Phil got the numbers for us, dude. I can always count on Phil to let us know what's going on. So Bryce, was Mr. Gaffney just as was he the same Chris Gaffney that we hear on the live chat? And then Dudu, uh, I'm sure he was that was a good fellowship as always. So as far as the Clemson game goes, I talked about I don't know why this thing keeps flickering like that. Anyway, I brought up, I think it was during I guess we'll call it the post game portion of the 7 hour game stream the other night. But I said, I wonder, are we going to make it to Monday before there's a quarterback controversy discussion? Of course, it didn't make it to Monday. It started late Sunday night, I believe. NMD. I didn't even watch it, but he had a video out about quarterback controversy. Now, I'm not saying he started, but there it was. And apparently, I was watching. Now, I tell you what, y'all do. I have this love affair with Shad 1419. Y'all know that. I really like his insight and wisdom. He had a video. I think he went live yesterday. I believe it was. Uh, but do yourself your favor and watch it because, you know, come to find out, Jakari wanted the red shirt because he wanted to get better. He wanted to learn the quarterback position better. He wanted to improve on his passing accuracy. He just wanted to improve, you know. And Shad was talking about, in regards to the quarterback controversy, that you had some of these Canes fans. I say alleged, but hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But they were talking about how they were comparing Jakari last year against Clemson to Emory this year, which to me, that's about the dumbest bullshit I've ever heard. You know me, I'm going to tell you how I feel. I don't care about anybody's feelings, well, except for y'all. Y'all are cool. Last year, as we all well know, it was a whole different time, whole different situation compared to this year. Uh, and to compare I guess what it is, a lot of folks are starting to think that Emory is the second coming of Ken Dorsey. I think we talked about this the other day. But I personally, yeah, Emory, it was his fourth, that was his fourth freebie. That was Emory's last chance for a free game before losing his red shirt. Okay. And now Jakari, he has 4 games before he loses it. Now, personally, I just like to see Emory, I just like to see Jakari get in there and just see how he's done, how he's improved, you know? But I know the reports are out that that TVD, Mr. Van Dyke is good to go for Virginia, you know. But honestly, honestly, I would if I was running the show, and I'm not. I'm sitting here with the cup on YouTube. But if it was my decision, we talked about the other night, is let let TVD rest, let him dress out, let him get, in case he needs to go in. But I would, we were talking, let Jakari get in there against Virginia and NC State. Let him get a little time behind center, you know. And if things get a little out of hand, then put in TVD. But I personally think that all this nonsense about, you know, putting Emory as number 2 and this and that, I mean, it's TVD, Jakari, Emory. Okay. Emory has just been fortunate enough because of Jakari wanting to learn. Okay, let's not punish him for wanting to get better and learn. Uh it's TVD, Jakari, Emory. And what better way to get Emory, get Jakari? I don't know why I get them confused. What better way or better time to let Jakari get a little time in than let him go against Virginia? All right. And yeah, Bryce, the D line is getting pretty thin. But I tell you what, man, that Bain, Mr. Rueben Bain, he's going to be the next great Miami defensive tackle or defensive line. He's going to be the next great one, I'm telling you. The defense was lights out on run defense. I was so happy to see Mr. Flag, pull off that last play tackle. And of course, even if he had missed, you had the Saints sitting right there. So, it was so good to see that. Uh still I still think the defensive backs need some work. But then again, some of those so far, so as of now, Crip, as of now, I don't know what's going to happen next week or whatever, but as of now, if Bain continues and just gets better and stronger, yeah, he can he can he could be better than Sapp. I'm just saying, that's just my opinion as of now. I'm not crowning Mr. Rueben as whatever. I'm just saying, as of now, he has the potential, to move on. But I'm still not liking our pass defense. Now, granted, there were some plays. There were some it just receiver caught the ball. It just happened. Just happened. But Mr. Corey Couch, excellent on blitzes, excellent on the run plays and this, but he's, in my opinion, he could probably use a little bit more work on the pass defense. I'm just saying. But as far as the Clemson game, no matter how you slice it, dice it, or saute it, you can sit here and say, well, Clemson wasn't as strong this year as they were in years past. It wasn't the same Clemson team. Well, that may or may not be. But I think the most important part of the win was the psychological aspect that, these young men they beat Clemson, you know. There's a difference between, say, beating a Virginia, no disrespect to Virginia, but I really don't care, versus a Clemson, you know. There's a difference between beating a Texas A&M and a Temple. It's all about the mind games. and for the psyche of the players, that's big time stuff, especially since excuse me, especially since the previous 2 weeks was a shit show. Let's be honest with ourselves. Georgia Tech and North Carolina is that was wow. But to do all that and then turn around and beat Clemson, which honestly should have never went to overtime. To do all that and beat Clemson. I mean, dude, that's a momentum builder. And if they come in and they take care of business against Virginia, which I think they will, I'm kind of leery of the 18.5 point spread right now for Miami over Virginia. I think that's a little generous because of what Virginia did last week against North Carolina. But then again, that could have been North Carolina just being whatever. But the last few seasons, Virginia has played us very, very tough. They have beaten us a few times. Now, granted, I know they're 2-5 if I'm not mistaken, but still, they're Virginia's got their psyche and their mindset. They beat North Carolina, which I think was number 10, undefeated at North Carolina. So, they riding cloud 9, dude. Oh, let's see. I sat here rambling. Bryce has been talking to us. Yeah, they held him to 31 yards. But see, here's the crazy thing, though, Bryce. As far as that 31 yards, dude, they had like 50 yards and negative plays. Clemson had 50 yards and negative plays because of our defense, Oh, then he said, I think we should rest TVD for one more. Well, only thing is if Emory plays another game, he loses the red shirt. That's why I'm saying let Jakari get in there. Let him beat and bang around a little bit. Let him make his mistakes. Let him learn. Let him get better. And if it really gets a little, if it's just not Jakari's day, then bring TVD in, and you don't want TVD to get no funk and throw. Again, that's why I'm sitting here doing this and not the head coach or the offensive coordinator, But sitting here where I'm at, I'm 1,000 miles away from campus. It just seems to me the logical choice is let's let Jakari get about I can't tell you what you could do. Let TVD come in for about a quarter, make sure he doesn't get any rust built up, and then let Jakari have second and third quarter, see what happens. I personally don't think that the defense of Miami is going to allow very many points on West Virginia. I really don't. This defense, oh my gosh. I said it earlier. This defense is probably one of the best defenses I've seen in a while. Now if it, like I said, if it gets to halftime and let's say it's I don't know, let's just say it's like 10-10 or 10-7 or whatever. I mean, if it's not like, 17-3 in favor of Miami, then you can, okay, let's get back to business, fellas. But I just like to see Jakari have the opportunity, at least get in some game time experience, let him get developed. But see, the thing is about the Emory, though, if Emory gets back in another game, he loses his red shirt. And if Emory is the future, okay, I'm not saying future, I say depending on how spring practice, fall camp goes next season, He's still got another, say, 4 years, you know. But right now, with Jakari being a redshirt sophomore, if I'm not mistaken, because he was freshman last year. Yeah. See, Jakari still has, 3 years left. Emory should have four. So, and I really like Jakari though. I think Jakari is a good quarterback. You know, like I said, he just needs time to practice and hone his skill and improve. But I mean, and you got, and I knew this was going to happen when they said Emory was going to start against Clemson. I knew it was going to happen. That if Emory and the Hurricanes come out and won the game, it was just going to create just mass hysteria. It was going to create the old, are you a Emory guy? Are you a TVD guy? Or are you a Jakari guy? It's kind of like what we saw last year. And I have seen that. Oh my gosh, I've seen that for decades, dude. It's like if you're, if you're an Emory guy, well, then you're part of the evil empire for the Jakari fans, and et cetera, et cetera. And it's just, it, I, I, I don't understand. I don't understand some Canes fans when it comes to that. It's whatever's best for the team. And if, of course, again, what it all boils down to, it's whatever Mario and Dawson decide. you know we can sit here and do whatever, but when it all boils down to is whatever Mario and Mr. Dawson decide to do. I'm just saying. But I am so anxious to see. I'm so anxious to see what Jakari looks like behind this offensive line, which, let's face it, they're going to get better. They're going to get better. Oh, I have not looked at any stats as far as what's Virginia done. I mean, hell, before last week they were only 1-5. Put out a tweet says ranked sixth in the nation and is tied first in the ACC in sacks per game. Ruben Bain. I'm gonna show this in case y'all didn't see it. Bryce has shared. Figured I would share this. Geo Milian. I hope I said that right. Put out a tweet says Miami ranked sixth in the nation first. Okay, and that's cool. That is great. That is fantastic. I'm glad to see that. But as long as they win, you know, everything's good. And uh and the beauty of that, to add to that, Bryce, is, as Miss I'm calling him Mr. Rubin, okay? As he develops and gets experience and gets, stronger, I mean, dude, he's going to be able to shed some of these blockers and stuff, and it's just, oh man, the sky's the limit as of now. You know, it's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen a defensive tackle with this much potential. We've had some good ones. Don't get me wrong. We've had some good ones. Like Cripps said, like Sap, uh, Jerome Brown, for those who are old enough to remember that. You know, but he can be a good one. He can be a good one. Going completely off topic we were talking about. I'm sure y'all saw where Coop finally had a had a hot wing, chicken wing, but oh my gosh, God bless that boy. You know, when he did it, when he said he was tasting the chicken wing for the first time, if you pay attention, when he goes to eat that chicken wing, it looks like there was already a bite taken out that wing. So, one or two things have happened. One, and I hope this, now I'll say number one, he already tried it. And two, which I hope did not happen, is somebody already took a bite of it that wasn't Coop. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't want to take away from the purpose of the video. I know what he was doing, but it looks like I don't know if Coop was really being honest, but you know, if you're gonna have a video about eating a chicken wing for the first time, at least get one that has not been eaten from already, because it raises a lot of flags. I'm just saying. But nah. And then, it was, I think it was some hot wings from Publix, the grocery store down there. Which, I mean, that's cool and all, but I've never had a Publix chicken wing, hot wing, but it is what it is. I'm glad he finally had one. So yeah, I figured Coop would have had some type of video. He might be working on a video montage of his trip down there. I'm kind of interested in seeing, because I mean, I like watching them, but I kind of hate watching them. It's like when these cats upload their videos of the tailgates and stuff, your flows, your T2Y, Haze, et cetera, et cetera. I kind of hate it because I'm like, damn, they having so much fun down there. So, Bryce, were you able to hang out with Coop and them at the tailgate, or did you just meet up with them at the game? Now, I did notice that I noticed Melissa and Coop kind of looked alike, kind of dressed alike. Both of them need another. Both of them look like they need to eat another sandwich, but that's beside the point. And dude, and Bryce, we're leaning on you because you were there. You were the field reporter. You were an eyewitness to it. Are Coop's feet that damn big? Because on the videos and stuff that I've seen, man, it looks like Coop wears a size 16 shoe, man. Them things look like clown shoes. I'm just wondering if it was just the camera angle or what, but you know, uh it looked to me like Coop had on I mean, he had like size 15s or something. Or if Coop's a smaller frame guy, his feet looked a little out of proportion. Unless he wore shoes too big. I don't know. But yeah, talking about Coop at the game, we were in our little pretty big. Oh, so you did, Bryce, you did go check him out at the tailgate and met him at the game? Am I understanding that correctly? Because you said you also I meet them at the game. So did you get a chance to see them at the I'm just kind of curious what kind of party animals those three are. Chris, Melissa, and Coop. I'm just kind of wondering what kind of party animals they are. Because the videos I saw, uh, they try. Okay. No, and it's fine. I'm just curious. I'm just kind of getting an idea what kind of, you know, party animals they are. Because it looked like Mr. Gaffney was he kind of stayed in the background. But anyway, it's all good. I ain't picking on anybody. You know, I ain't picking on. Oh, okay. Oh, so I noticed since you were eyewitness to this, Bryce, I had noticed on Coop had uploaded a short, and we viewed it on our post game. Oh, that last play where they're all going ah. Oh yeah, we saw Melissa, we saw Coop, and it looked like Mr. Gaffney was just like, whatever. I would have again. I'm not picking on Mr. Gaffney. I'm not. I like that dude. I ain't picking on him, but it just I would have thought Mr. Gaffney would have been jumping up and down, but he was just kind of chill, like, yeah, this is going to happen. And then one thing I did notice is as the game when the game was over, they had a few more people around Coop. And thing, one thing I brought up in his videos, like, damn, Coop's like 20 rows from the top of that bad boy. Again, it's all in fun. No insults, not. No, I didn't think they were gonna have the race because uh he was talking about that. What was that? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday night. His Thursday night when I decided to mess with his head and call in and act crazy. He had said that Lance had some family stuff going on. Yeah. Yeah, Phil. That's what I thought the race was off because Lance had some family stuff. So which I don't know. We'll see. I guess one day it's gonna happen, you know. So I guess, Coop is by forfeit back-to-back champion, like you say, Bryce. But anyway, I'm real curious to see what kind of footage Coop comes back with. I did see Coach Hayes's tailgate stuff. I don't know if I missed anybody. I know I think T2Y had something, or was that last week? No, yeah, T2Y had some stuff. I just like seeing how them Miami folks are down there. But anyway. Uh so hopefully, because I think Coop came home yesterday, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, well, look, that's about really all I want to talk about. The Clemson game, Virginia game. I'm not gonna give you any points or any score prediction just yet. Probably Thursday night. Thursday night we might do a little live, Virginia pregame, whatever. So uh if anybody would like to submit some artwork or thumbnail for, the Miami versus Virginia pregame show for Thursday night. As of right now, Thursday night, I'm gonna try to do it Thursday night. I'm thinking along the lines, as of right now, 8 o'clock Eastern, because I'll be working days Thursday, so I'll be able to crank it up about 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock my time. So I'm thinking that's when I might do a Virginia pregame preview, etc. So if Phil or Bryce or Cajun Kane or anybody want to come up with some thumbnails or something, you know where to send it. Put it on the Discord. Let's see what we got. If I like it, I'll use it. Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. That was some pretty good thumbnails, Phil, that you and Cajun Kane come up with. That was really good. I appreciate that. You know. So did I see Coach? Oh yeah, asking him. Phil, that's the best part. That's probably not so much. I would just like to go down there and just meet everybody, just see them folks in person, you know, see how they are, you know, uh, just kind of see if how they act on camera is how they are in person. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the way what you see here is what you're gonna get, buddy. You know. Oh, so I just like to meet them, shake their hands, say hello, how you doing? Appreciate what you're doing. And plus, I want to see how small Coop really is. You know, he can't be no more than what 5'8", 5'9", maybe 5'10" with the clown shoes on. I don't know. I don't know. But one last thing, just to give y'all some hope and inspiration on this Tuesday. Uh, I will not be able to call in. I won't be able to attend the night before show for Coops, so the phone lines will be. I mean, that'll free up at least 30 minutes of time for somebody else. But nah, last week that was just having fun with him. I was having fun with him. But yeah, so look, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Crip, I'm assuming you're still here. I don't know. He went to go get some Mama's pizza, which apparently it must be better than that Domino's that Bryce wolfed down. I don't know. I'm just joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Ah, yeah. See, I thought Coop was a small frame dude, but that he's 5'8", but with the hat, he's 5'10". I'm just joking. But anyway, fellas, look, Bryce, Phil, Crip, and anybody in the back row that's just lurking and watching, man, look, thank y'all for spending about an hour with me here. Here, like I said, I just sitting here. I'm like, you know what? Let's see what's going on with everybody. And you know, Miami beat Clemson. Got to stay vigilant with Virginia. And I'm real curious to see some of the videos that Coop comes up with. So, all right. So, thank y'all again. Coop that's what I'm saying, Crip. I thought they look like if he's 5'8", those must have been like 12s or something. I don't know. Because if Coop's 5'8", he probably only goes about 110 soaking wet, holding 240 sack pounds of potatoes. But all right, well, y'all go out there, go enjoy your Tuesday. Have a great day. And as of now, I'll be back Thursday evening, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. Uh, Stay alert, stay tuned. If there's any deviation from the plan, y'all will be the first to know. All right. Thank y'all again. Bye. Oh, I forgot to say peace, love, and soul. What the hell is my problem? It'll be all right. Bye. Oh, and go Canes.